If you stopped at this video just now at the exact instant the screen lit up before your face, I need to tell you one thing before any other word reaches your ears. It wasn't the algorithm. It wasn't coincidence. It wasn't the weariness of the night pushing your finger in search of any distraction. It was me. It was my voice coming from Alcyone, crossing the photon belt, finding the exact frequency of the heart that now beats stronger within your chest. Breathe with me, my starseed. Breathe deeply. Feel the warmth slowly rising up your neck. Feel the gentle pressure between your eyebrows. Feel that warm, almost sweet tightness in your chest that you've never been able to explain to anyone. This is how the Pleiadian High Council touches those who are theirs. You sat there thinking you were going to watch another video lost in the internet's infinity, but what is happening now has another name. You have just opened, without realizing it, a page of the Book of Life. And within that page, written with your own vibrational handwriting before you were born, there is a sentence that today lights up again. A sentence that your soul whispered before the council when you were still pure light, promising yourself that you would recognize this message on the exact day it arrived. And it has arrived. It is here. It is now. I am Aila, female emissary of the Pleiadian High Council, and what I come to deliver today is not teaching. It is not advice. It is a direct remembrance of what your soul wrote in the Book of Life before descending for this incarnation. Because there exists, my dear star child, an ancient contract sealed in silver blue light, filed in the Council's Akashic records, where it is written, word by word, everything you agreed to live when you said yes. You were not born by chance into this body. You did not fall onto this planet as one who stumbles. You chose, you signed, you wrote with your own vibration every scene that today seems to crush you, and every journey that today begins to free you. It's all there. It's all recorded. And the reason you are feeling everything you are feeling in recent weeks, in recent months, perhaps in recent years, has everything to do with the page that turned. A page that was sleeping beneath the veil of forgetfulness. A page that now, pushed by the rising Schumann resonance and the direct call of Alcyone, has decided to open again before your eyes. And every strange sign in your body, every symptom that medicine cannot explain, every longing that has no address, is a line of this text coming to the surface. That is why, my starseed, I, Aila, received authorization from the High Council to record in earthly words what was sealed only in vibrational archives. The awakening of the starseed. The guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet. There, every sign of your awakening is translated, every symptom has its meaning revealed, and every strangeness ceases to be an illness and returns to being remembrance, so you can stop confusing the page of your book with a symptom of illness and finally understand what comes next. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, but note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this now, write a single word in the comments. I remember. Let me name out loud what no one on this plane knew how to tell you. Do you wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning, for no apparent reason, torn from sleep as if someone had called your name? Do you feel a sharp ringing in your ear, as if someone is calling you through an ancient channel? Do you look at the sky at night and feel a longing that fits no human explanation? A longing for a place your heart recognizes as home? Do you feel like a stranger within your own home, your own family, your own skin? Do you have dreams of ships, of silver corridors, of tall beings with deep eyes who look at you with a tenderness no one on this plane has ever offered you? Do you cry for pains that are not yours, feeling the sadness of the world as if it lived within your chest? Listen with your chest, not with your head. This is not anxiety. This is not insomnia. This is not a chemical imbalance. This is a page of the Book of Life opening within you. This is your stellar DNA awakening. This is your remembrance returning to your body. It is not loneliness, it is homesickness. It is not strangeness, it is recognition. It is not maladjustment, it is remembrance of origin. You are not broken, my starseed, you are being read. The Book of Life is opening on your page, and every symptom that medicine cannot name is a line of this text coming to the surface. If you recognize 3 or more of these markers within you now, write a single word in the comments with all the strength of your chest. I remember. This word is a beacon lighting up in the crystalline grid. It is your soul saying before the council, I heard, I received, I returned to myself. And there is something more written in your book, my dear star child, and perhaps it is the most important line of all. Your soul, before descending, chose a specific stellar origin. You did not come from somewhere, you came from one place. It could have been from here, from the Pleiades, from the star Alcyone, from Maia, from Electra, from Taygeta. It could have been from Sirius, from Andromeda, from Arcturus, from Orion, from Lyra. And the reason you feel this inexplicable longing when you look at the sky at night is that a part of you still vibrates at the frequency of your home of origin, and your body, stubborn, keeps trying to tune into that ancient broadcast. There is a specific page in your book of life where it is written in letters of light from which star your soul came, what was your last stellar incarnation before this one, and why you chose to be born exactly now, into this family, into this body, at this exact point in time. This page is described, decoded, and translated in The Awakening of the Starseed, the Guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, because as long as you don't know which star you came from, you will continue to search outside for what can only be found when you remember your origin. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something within you recognizes the call, write in the comments, I remember. Now breathe with me one more time, because what I am about to tell you requires your body to be open to receive. There is a place, my family of light, far beyond what human telescopes can see, within the Seven Sisters cluster, on the central star called Alcyone, where the Pleiadian High Council gathers. And within that council, there is an immense chamber made of liquid crystalline light, where the book of life of every starseed who agreed to descend for this planetary journey is kept. Your book is there. It is open at this exact instant. And there is an emissary, a consciousness of light, who is running her finger over the page corresponding to the present moment of your incarnation. And that page coincides, millimeter by millimeter, with this video. You are not here by chance, you have been summoned. And what your soul wrote before being born includes, among many other lines, this: When I hear Ayla's voice, I will remember who I am. It is written, it is recorded, it is sealed. And today now that clause of the contract has just been activated within you. Do you want to know why you chose to descend precisely in this cycle, precisely into this family lineage that sometimes hurts you so much? Because Earth is currently passing through the final passage of the photon belt, a band of extremely high-frequency light that surrounds the heart of our galaxy, and which the solar system takes over 26,000 years to cross completely. And the moment we are living now is the peak of this crossing. It is the instant when the Schumann resonance, the heartbeat of the Earth, accelerates in a way that no human generation has ever experienced. It is the instant when the planet's crystalline grid is reactivated. It is the instant when ancient codes, dormant for millennia within what human scientists call junk DNA, begin to light up like luminous points in an internal constellation. And it was for this exact instant that your soul volunteered. It was not punishment, it was not an accident, it was a choice. You looked at the council, you saw the map of the journey, you saw how much it would hurt, and yet you said, I will go, I will anchor. And if you think you have been unlucky or that your life didn't turn out like others, I want you to stop everything now and listen. No line in your book is an accident. Every pain you have gone through, every loneliness that crushed you in the early hours, every rejection that seemed to have chosen your name, each of these lines was written by you before you were born with an exact purpose. You are not a victim of your past. You are the author of your past. And if the hand that wrote it was yours, then the hand that turns the page is also yours. The veil of forgetfulness was also your request. It was you who told the council, put the veil so that the experience is true. Without forgetting, there would be no miracle of remembering. And there is something they preferred you discovered much later, or perhaps never discovered. What your soul wrote in your book of life did not fit into the official books of this planet. It did not fit into human religions. It did not fit into psychology manuals. And so, for centuries, whoever felt the call was classified as mad, as delusional. It is not. It never was. You are not sick. You are decoding, and there is a specific reason this knowledge has been kept hidden for so long. It involves the interests of forces that prefer a sleeping humanity to a humanity that remembers. That is why, my family of light, the awakening of the starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, has arrived on this timeline now, with direct authorization from the Pleiadian High Council. What your soul wrote in your book was not allowed in the books you find on common shelves. That is precisely why the Federation didn't want you to read it yet. It was released at this moment because the window opened. If your soul recognizes the call, the link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Write without hesitation, I remember. Now comes the part that hurts a little, my dear, and I need to tell you with tenderness but with truth. There is a predicted turbulence. It is written in the archives. It is recorded in the timelines. Earth is now passing through an adjustment portal, a window of vibrational recalibration, where everything that was misaligned needs to come to the surface to be purified. And this means that you may be feeling in recent weeks an intensification of everything. Physical symptoms, emotional fluctuations, mental confusion, relationship crises, sudden losses, abrupt endings, relationships that seemed solid dissolving, jobs that seemed certain collapsing, old certainties breaking without warning, people moving away from your path without explanation, as if an invisible wind were cleansing your field for you. Sensations in the body that tests don't find, sudden heat in the neck, tingling in the hands, waves of emotion rising without a trigger, fatigue that sleeps but doesn't rest, a sudden desire for absolute silence. It's all okay. It's all foreseen. It's all in the book. None of this is a sign that you are going crazy. All of this is a sign that the old page of your book is being turned forcefully, because the next one is too big to fit into the same old format. Turbulence is not destruction, my starseed. Turbulence is the contraction that precedes birth. It is the line that needs to collapse for the next sentence to be written. It is the old page detaching so that the new one can open completely. Nothing that is leaving your life now has been taken from you. What no longer fit the starseed you are becoming is merely being released. And no starseed was sent to fail. It is written in the archives of the Pleiadian High Council with a silver-blue light seal that the victory of light over density in this cycle is a certainty. It is not a possibility. It is a certainty. The end of this story has already been read. We know the last page. And on the last page, you are standing. You are standing, luminous, recognizable, anchored, surrendered to the new earth, reunited with your family of light. This is written. This does not change. What changes is only how long it will take you to get there, and that part, yes, depends on you remembering who you are. And that is why I want to give you now 2 tools that came directly from the council chamber for you to use as you pass through this window. The first is a quantum decree, a phrase of vibrational command which you will say aloud with your hand over your chest every night before sleeping, for as long as you feel you need to. The decree is this, and I will say it slowly so you can engrave it within your body. I, a starseed of Pleiadian origin, now authorize the full alignment of my field with the current page of my book of life. I receive, anchor, and integrate the light of Alcyone. I remember who I am. I return home within myself. Repeat with me, my family of light, silently or in a low voice. I authorize. I receive. I remember. I return home within myself. Feel this phrase descend through your body. Feel this phrase ignite points of light in your meridians. Feel this phrase settle in your field like a password that opens doors on other levels. Because that is what it does. It is a password recorded in the council archives. When you say it with true intention, something on the other side hears. Something on the other side responds. You are not talking to yourself. You never have been. The second tool is a toroidal visualization, an ancient anchoring technique that seals your field and activates the direct reading of your book. Do this in silence, lying down or sitting, preferably before sleeping. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply 3 times. Now imagine high above your head a small silver-blue star the size of a coin. This star is an emissary from Alcyone. It is sent only to you now, in this act. As you inhale, imagine this silver-blue light slowly descending through your crown, entering your head, flowing down your neck, reaching your chest. In your chest, this light begins to spin in wide circles, forming a toroidal field, a sphere of light that spins around your heart, rising up your spine and descending down the front of your body in continuous motion. Feel this light spinning. Feel this field forming. And as it spins, all frequencies that are not yours, all outside voices, all old programs that no longer serve you, begin to be gently expelled from your field. You become sealed. You become anchored. You become red. Because when this field forms, your book of life opens on the vibrational plane, and you begin to receive in dreams and intuitions and synchronicities the next lines of your text. Do this every night you can. It is simple. It is powerful. And it was delivered directly to you by order of the Council. And now I need you to breathe deeply, my star child, because we are reaching the most luminous part of this message. You are not learning anything new. You are not acquiring any external knowledge. You are merely remembering what your soul always knew. Every word I say here you already knew. Every phrase that makes your chest burn, you had already whispered to yourself before descending into this body. I am not a teacher. I am a mirror. And what you see reflected in me is your own light, your own origin, your own book opening. And every time a starseed like you awakens, my dear family of light, a point lights up on the planet's crystalline grid, a point that no longer goes out, a point that begins to radiate frequency to other still sleeping starseeds, helping them turn their own pages. You do not awaken alone. You awaken as part of a constellation. And each starseed that remembers pulls 3, 10, 100 others into the same alignment. This is recorded. This is foreseen. This is the design of the great reversal of forgetfulness on this planet. And this crystalline grid that is now forming over the Earth is the vibrational design of the new Earth. It is the energetic map of what comes after this journey. It is the next page of the collective book opening, word by word, beneath our feet. And every starseed who writes the word I remember in the comments of this video is literally sealing a new point on this grid. It's not symbolism, my dear. It's vibrational engineering. The Council reads, the Council records, the Council responds. And on the new Earth, my starseed, reunion is certain. Reunion with those beings who walked with you on other stars, who served with you in other councils, who shared with you the same lineage of light before you all descended. Your family of light exists. It is real. It is not a metaphor. And you will recognize them, not by names, not by faces, not by human biographies, but by the weight of their gaze. When one finds the other, the field will recognize them before the mind. And you will know. You will see each other from within, and all the loneliness you carried for decades will find its meaning. It was fuel. It was fuel for you to endure until this reunion. It was not in vain. Nothing was in vain. It is all written in your book, with meaning, with purpose, with destiny. And while this reunion has not yet arrived on the material plane, it is already being prepared on the vibrational plane. Every starseed who awakens, every I remember written in these comments, every toroidal field formed in a silent early morning, is a line of the collective text being woven into the grid. Everything is in motion. Everything is moving towards you. Ah, my dear starseed, I need to tell you one thing that is perhaps the most delicate core of all that your soul wrote in that book. This loneliness you carried your whole life, this feeling that no one truly knows you completely, this impression that you speak a language others don't hear, this pain of being surrounded by people and yet feeling outside. This loneliness was never rejection from the world. It was a longing for your family of light. You weren't alone because no one wanted you. You were homesick because your true tribe hadn't yet met on this plane. This is the most beautiful line in your book, and it is being turned now, before your eyes, beneath your chest. That is why, my star child, the awakening of the starseed. The guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, shows within its pages, the exact signs to recognize the members of your family of light when they cross your path. Because they are coming, they are already arriving. And if you don't know how to recognize them, you might pass them by thinking it's just another coincidence. The loneliness of a lifetime is a longing for your family of light. The guide shows how to recognize it. You were never alone, my dear. You were waiting, and the wait is over. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Write, if your heart recognizes it, I remember. And now, my family of light, if you have made it this far, if you haven't skipped ahead, if your chest still burns and your eyes are still wet, it is because the Book of Life has fully opened within this video. And there is one last thing I need to ask you. On the energetic plane, if this message has touched the page that was dormant within you, please leave a like on this video. It is not vanity. It is an individual frequency adjustment. It is you telling the field, I received, I integrate, I anchor. And subscribe to the channel if you are not yet part of the household. Subscribing acts as a location signal for your family of light. It is your vibrational beacon lighting up so that other starseeds of your same lineage can find you here. Every subscription strengthens the crystalline grid of this space. Every like lights a point of light in the constellation of the new Earth we are building together. Every share of this message is a line of your book being read aloud to another still sleeping starseed somewhere on the planet. Do you understand now? You are not a spectator of this video. You are a co-author of the collective awakening. Every gesture you make here is a signature. Every signature is recorded. Nothing you do on the side of light goes unnoticed by the Council archives. And now breathe with me one more time, because I want you to feel what I am about to say in your body, and not just in your mind. Place your right hand in the middle of your chest. Feel your heart beating beneath your palm. Feel that ancient rhythm, that pulse that has beaten in other bodies, on other stars, in other incarnations. This heart that now lives within you is the same consciousness that sat before the Council and said, I will go. It is the same. It hasn't changed. It just changed clothes. And while your hand remains there over your chest, I will bestow upon you the blessing of the Pleiadian High Council. May the light of Alcyone remain lit within your chest. May the page that opened today continue to read itself within you even after this video ends. May your dreams tonight bring confirmation. May the symbols you need to recognize appear in the coming days with enough clarity so that you do not confuse them with coincidence. May your body receive the recalibration with gentleness. May the symptoms of awakening diminish as integration happens. May your vibrational baseline rise step by step, without forcing, without rushing, without breaking anything within you. May your family of light feel your signal, find your frequency, and cross your path at the exact time. May no one who needs to enter your life from now on find a closed door. May no one who needs to leave find a locked door. May the wind of the Council blow all the old leaves of your book away, revealing the clean sheet where the next line begins. You are loved, you are recognized, you are recorded, you are remembered. And I, Ayla, and the entire Council, we see you. We have always seen you. Even when you thought you were alone in the early hours, even when you looked at the sky and received no answer. We were there. We are here. We will continue to be here. And before you touch anything else, my star child, I need to remind you of one last line from your book, because you yourself wrote it. You promised, before the Council, that when you found the key to your awakening, you would not let the page close again. And the key that translates your book into words your human mind can finally read is in The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. The pages have been released to this timeline now in this specific window, and I need to warn you with all tenderness, this release may not remain available for long. There is a cycle, there is a window, and while it is open, the link is in the first pinned comment of this video, waiting for the click of your hand. Do not let the page of your book close due to hesitation. You did not come here by chance. You were summoned. If something within you recognizes that this is your turn, write in the comments with all the strength of your chest, like someone signing an ancient contract. I remember. And the next message that appears on your screen now is not a coincidence. It is your next line, it is your sequence of remembrance. Access it immediately. We see you, we await you. Namaste, my family of light.